Welcome, everyone. You are about to embark on a journey through the universe as you indulge in this extraordinary essence of enlightened, empowered, evolved. Let the show begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Luke Bryan Smith, and welcome to Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved, where we educate, motivate, and liberate you through enlightening dialogues, empowering music, and evolving content. I'm excited. No, first of all, I know everyone's doing well and everything's unfolding just perfectly. I'm excited yet again. Excuse me. I'm back. I've been gone for a while, but I'm back. I have an amazing guest. My next guest is a trigger resolution coach, law of attraction, master life coach, and clinical hypnotherapist who helps women break free from emotional triggers and create lasting change through their identity, release, and rewire process. Oh, through her identify, release, and rewire process. Excuse me. And just a whole lot more. But without further ado, allow me to introduce to you Sherrie Kapach, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Hi.
Yes, we got through it. I'm shaking off the rust. Like I said, and I don't mind being transparent about this, but I haven't. I stopped doing my podcast for a while to take care of a lot of other things back in July. But prior to that, 3 years. This is my third year. So, yes, I'm excited. Sherrie, how are you?
I am great. Thank you for inviting me. Very
Yes,
excited to be here.
and I just want to thank you for just, not even knowing who much about me and just promptly, you know, uh, receiving and accepting my invitation to come on Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved. But let's just get right into it. You know, before I talk about your coaching, would you mind elaborating a bit? I read a little information on you um, in regards to an operation that I think some complications arose or something like that. Can you elaborate a bit on that for our listeners?
Sure. It was probably about 8 years ago. Went in for routine surgery. It was actually just a hysterectomy to be exact. And there was some complications which led me into complete kidney failure and almost losing my life. I was in hospital back and forth for 6 weeks. I had to have three more operations.
Mm.
Um, and to detail, like they had to repair my urethra tubes, and then I had uh, my intestine was blocked,
Okay.
which eliminated me being able to eat, keep anything down. So
Wow.
once that all got figured out and fixed, and with my recovery, I I was healthy prior. I was in the gym lifting weights, and it took probably about 4 months before I got the okay to go back.
Mm.
And at that time, just prior to going back, I had a mild stroke,
Wow.
and then they discovered I had a silent stroke prior to that.
Mm.
So with more testing, discovered I had a heart defect. So part of my heart is kind of like sponge-like. So with being hospitalized for so long, my blood just pulled into that part of the heart. And as I got more active, it released, causing my strokes. So at that point, just a lot of mental and physical rebuilding.
Mm.
And with working out, I couldn't even lift 5 pounds. I had to literally start from scratch. Once again, more mental struggle. And from that point on, I've just built myself up mentally, physically, with a lot of help, a lot of support.
Right.
And that's how I got to where I am today with the life coaching and the law of attraction and the hypnotherapy, just there to support women, to help women and help build them up as well.
Absolutely. And I must elaborate and commend you first of all on your courage and to be able to get through that. And in my perspective, just from my experiences, that's who makes the best. I'll just put it simply: the best coaches and the best motivators are those that have gone through tremendous adversities themselves. And I can even attest to that with myself. But this is about you today. But just I resonate with that, and I'm thankful that you are using your experiences to not only strengthen yourself, but to strengthen other people, and that's amazing. So let's talk a bit about you being a trigger resolution coach. First, let's talk about that. Can you elaborate a bit on that, what that entails, and how'd you come up with that, or tell us a little bit about it? Excuse me.
Sure. So with the triggers, we're all triggered in some way, shape, or form, whether it be emotional or the anxiety and reactions to certain things. So as a coach, I work with clients just to acknowledge what's triggered them at that time, because they may come with anxiety issues, and that's just the symptom. So we're trying to work with what exactly gets you to that anxiety level, what's triggered you.
Right.
And it may be something as far back as childhood that they've carried with them or grown up with, or and once we
Oftentimes,
get
and excuse me, but I just want to elaborate on that. Oftentimes, from my perspective, a lot of it does come from childhood, comes from the childhood trauma, and so
mm-hmm.
yes, that is a very powerful subject right there. I believe, if you will, because from my experience in dealing with people, even myself, oftentimes a lot of the pain, a lot of the triggers they stem from something that happened early on in your formative years or just throughout your childhood or adolescent, whatever. So yeah, I'm sorry, Sherry, go ahead.
Yeah, and no, that's fine. And they don't realize it. A lot don't realize it until you just start taking them back. And um, as they go back, then something may trigger where it's like, oh, okay, those aha moments, like,
Right, right,
yeah. So then once we figure out the trigger, we acknowledge it, and that allows them to, we work on letting it go, releasing it, which allows them to move forward,
mm,
because they always have that holding back feeling and not knowing why they can't move forward.
right, right. Yes.
Yeah, so it's a great feeling for them to be able to just excel, move forward, and go in that direction.
And that's amazing, Sherry. Thank you for sharing that. But I honestly don't think people realize, or maybe they do. I can't speak for everyone, but I know I didn't for the longest time. Didn't realize how important it is to have somebody there to be able to give you some type of guidance and perspective in regard to things that has caused damage, to you psychologically, especially emotionally, from childhood, even whether it was done on purpose or not on purpose. And a lot of times the damage that happens, from my experience, it isn't on purpose. It just, had a lot to do with lack of knowing or ignorance or frustration that was, you know, um, emulating from those that cared for us. And it doesn't mean they didn't care for us. They just only, not making excuses, but at the same time, from my perspective, they were doing the best they could,
Mm-hmm.
and now we have amazing people such as yourself that can put some perspective to it, and make sense of it and help us to transform these these setbacks into strengths and actually learn how to to deal with what we're dealing with. Because oftentimes we won't forget what happened. We just learn different ways, different methods to
Hmm.
cope and to be able to excel, you know, nonetheless. So
Yeah.
that's amazing. So you're also law of attraction master life coach, clinical hypnotherapist who helps women break free from the emotional triggers. Now, what I wanted to ask you is, I mean, it might be self-explanatory because of what things you've been through, but what really led you to becoming, you know, a coach? Period. Like, you know, and all this master life coach, hypnotherapist. How did this unfold? How did you end up, getting the knowledge and the education to do that, or even wanting to do that? Do you have a
It
mentor
was
or?
actually, yeah, it was, I just wanted to help others, and I wasn't sure even what avenue to take to go about it. And with the life coaching, it just kind of it came across to me, and someone acknowledged that I know a great course or
Oh, okay.
class teaching that,
Right.
because I was like, I just didn't know what to do or what avenue. And then when it was approached to me that there was a great place to take these teachings, I followed through with that. And with that schooling, there was part of it that took us into hypnotherapy,
Right.
which I found absolutely fascinating how
Right.
that could work in so many different avenues. So then I ended up going to schooling after
Right.
for the hypnotherapy education.
Right.
And it was just amazing how it's
Yes.
all interconnected.
Yes.
Like,
I've had amazing experiences also with hypnotherapy as well. So I won't make light of that. And I have to say again, it to me, my favorite type of coach are those that are just, and I'm not putting, this is not putting a label on anyone, but those that seem like that are relatable, that been through things. I mean, if you notice, there are a lot of coaches out there that seem like they're on this level and they've always been on that high level. And they kind of, in my perspective, make you feel like, oh, I'll never, you're on a different realm than me. No, I like the everyday person that I can relate to. Cause like you said, we're all connected anyway. So just those that just like yourself, such as yourself, that just take a passion into helping others through their own adversities. And that's amazing. You also are a founder of a thriving women's supporting group. You care to elaborate on that a bit?
yeah, just last summer, I chose to create a women supporting women group. So I started in my small community, just putting it out there. And it's just a safe place for women to come and share. They can sit and just listen. And I always come there with a process to go through with these ladies, whether it's building more confidence or learning how to deal with your triggers, or there's always a process I have in hand. And with it evolving, I've gone to another community and created another women's group. So I have two women's groups, and we do it in person.
Oh,
And
okay.
I've started out doing an online one as well for those that live farther away and want to, be able to be involved in something like that.
How can we find this group? Is there a name, or is there a certain place that we can go to find uh women, of course, to find this group?
There is a Facebook group, Women Supporting Women. You can also connect with me on my Facebook group, Sherrie Kapach, and we'll connect you. And there is on Facebook, there's a Facebook event of the Women Supporting Women, and the online one is every Tuesday evening.
Oh, wow. Every Tuesday evening, what time?
It's 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time.
7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, and that's the
Yeah.
Women Supporting Women's group.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, 7 o'clock Mountain Time. Yes, look out for that group. Uh, all the ladies, the women, young ladies, old
Mhm.
ladies that are looking for connection and support and and just empowerment. Amazing. And last but not least, you're also, wait a minute, I don't want to say last but not least, a published author. Can you elaborate a bit on that? Just give us a little, the name of your book. I mean, how did you become a published author?
I've co-authored with a 24 other coaches, life coaches actually, and it's a life coaching toolkit book
Okay.
that was put out there. It's a number one book. It's good for either coaches or anybody interested in just reading about different processes. Every
Right.
one of them has a different process that they work with and
Okay.
different toolkits that can help you manage it as well. It's
Mm-hmm.
a really great book.
Okay. And the name of the book is
It's the Life Coach's Toolkit.
The Life Coach's Toolkit. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you can find that on Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. Life
Yes, you
Coach's
can.
Toolkit. Now I'll say last but not least, you are also a bodybuilding champion. Give us a little bit of insight on that. I think that's absolutely amazing. Everything you said is amazing, but this is amazing. I love fitness, so
Yeah, that was unexpected for sure
okay.
because I was always into, well, not always. I started going to a gym, working out. Then I had a trainer helping me,
Right.
and she kind of planted a seed that she was doing a competition. I knew nothing about it, didn't know how it worked, just kind of kept it in the back of my mind. And then when I got healthier, I thought, I'm going to start living with no regrets and I'm going to give this a try.
Right.
And I was going to do it. I started personal training as well,
Oh, okay.
clients.
Okay.
So I thought I'm going to do this for 1 year or one competition so that I have the experience and I can let people know what it's like if they've ever asked if I've competed.
Hmm.
And that one competition has extended into 5 years. And
Wow.
I'm still competing at 55.
Amazing.
And yeah, I've won the wellness overall. So that was amazing. And I'm still going strong in that. I do love it. I love how it um, just motivates you and the commitment and the feeling of the strength and being having that ability
Wow. Now, are you in the gym daily?
5 days a week.
5 days a week. You have your own gym?
I do actually. I'm very fortunate in my basement.
Oh,
I
that's
have.
absolutely amazing. And what if there's someone out there, especially a woman out there, that is interested in some guidance on how to the steps to build up to lead to competing and where to go? Would you be able to help them with that?
Absolutely.
Okay,
I
okay.
have information that would help them.
Absolutely, because I do right off the bat. I know I'm thinking of someone right now that said in the future they want to compete, and
That's amazing.
especially for someone that's getting close to in their 50s, they still want to do it, and that I think that's amazing because there's no age limit on
Mm,
just to me on anything. We're limitless beings, and that's the way I look at things now. And no, it's never too late to start. You want to be an author, you want to do whatever you want to be, whatever you
yeah.
want to do. There's always some type of avenue and some type of uh, support for doing that. And yeah, there's no limits. And especially nowadays, things are opened up for just whatever you can think of that you wouldn't think that was there. You just Google it. Oh, they have groups for this,
Yeah.
competitions for this. So that's absolutely amazing. So Sherrie, do you have any links or anything that you could share audibly here with us if you would like to, you know, yeah.
I do.
Okay.
I have just also, I believe actually just yesterday,
Right.
I have um, got another book on Amazon. They just approved it. So it's just, I'm not even sure if it's available to everyone yet.
Okay. But
And
congratulations anyway. That's amazing.
thank you. And it is called, I'm sorry, it's what um, triggers,
Okay.
how to resolve triggers. It's an actual workbook
Okay. And
to that you can go through.
that's how to resolve triggers, and that would be by you,
That would be by me.
Sherrie
I'm just
Kapach.
gonna,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Now, I'm just gonna double check that because I would hate to set everybody off in the wrong path here
Yes.
with that
And that's all right.
as well.
We're all, connected here. So even if it's not out yet, we can let everybody know, hey, a guesstimation or an estimation of when it'll be out, and I'm sure
Mhm.
you'll get a few people that will check that out, including myself, because I love reading and I love learning. You know, I have an open, I'm an open book myself when it comes to knowledge and perspectives. I just want to absorb. I don't think there's any negative in anything now. Either I'm learning what to do or learning what not to do. I'm learning what resonates with me or what doesn't resonate with me. And so it's been
Yeah,
everything's beneficial. So yes. So yes. So
that's
it's
nice.
it's out on Amazon
So
now, or you're not sure?
I believe so. So the
Okay.
correct title is Trigger Reflection Journal
Trigger
by
Reflection
Sherrie.
Journal, everyone.
Yes,
Trigger Reflection Journal by Sherrie
Kapach.
Kapach, and that's
Yeah.
Kapach for our
Yes.
audible listeners. Sherrie, Sherrie. Again, last name Kapach, Kapach. Look for that author, that book, and check it out. I'm sure you'll find some amazing perspectives and information and enlightenment and whatever else. I'm sure.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. And yes, hopefully I have that link from you or whatever other links if you want to send them to me if you haven't
Oh,
already, and I'll be sure to incorporate those links in the description of this segment once it's uploaded to all the platforms. So that way people can just go on and just click and get right to you.
that would be great because I would like to also put in a link there for a 10-minute relaxation hypnosis as well.
Yes, send me that, please.
And yeah,
Yes.
and if
Yes.
anybody wants to hear more about the bodybuilding, I have a podcast called Beyond the Prep, and I interview bodybuilders, coaches, and
Beyond the Prep. And where is that?
Beyond the Prep. That's on YouTube. Actually,
YouTube,
it's on every platform.
every
Yeah,
streaming platform as
Spotify,
well. Okay.
Apple. Yeah,
Beyond the Prep. Sherrie
yeah,
Kapach, right? All right.
yeah,
All right. Amazing.
yeah.
See, I didn't even ask that question, and I'm learning more and more. I'm pretty sure you have hundreds, if not thousands, of other amazing skills and passions that you have. That's amazing, and this is exactly one of the great reasons why I do this. I love interviewing people that are following their passions, um, their gifts, their perspectives, just moving through their adversities and learning from them and sharing through that their strengths that they've acquired along the way. And it's
Mhm.
just amazing. And I never get tired of hearing these amazing stories and testimonies and
Yeah,
perspectives. They're just amazing. They help to not only am I sharing this, I'm fortunate enough to be able to share this with a broad audience out there, a growing audience out there, but this elevates me. This is like therapy to me to engage in dialogues like this with people like you. So it's amazing, and I just want to thank you again very much. Is there any last ideas that you would like to share?
no, I just want to thank you again for giving me this opportunity. And yeah, it's everything's such a learning curve, and I love to learn as well. Like you said, just being even with the women's group, you leave
Right.
there just feeling uplifted and just you feel so good when you
Abs-
leave there. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Thank you very much again. And yes, this is a extra special show Even though I started out with a few technical difficulties, some people won't even notice it, but I did because I haven't did my podcast since July of 2024. And I've had a lot of support in inquiries in regards to why I'm not doing it anymore. And it wasn't a bad thing. It's just that
Mhm.
I was working on a lot of other projects and family, and just things happen. And I wasn't able to dedicate the focus and the time, because when I engage in these shows, I want to be able to have the focus and the time to do it. I don't just want it to be some type of work, or to me, this is not work. This is passion. This is enjoyment to me, to engage in
Yeah.
beautiful conversations with beautiful people all around the world. And I want to make sure that it has my total undivided attention when I do it. And it wouldn't be fair to me and to my listeners if I wasn't totally, um, you know, attentive to doing this. So I'm back, and you'll see more episodes coming. But I want to thank you again, Sherrie. And also, everyone, check out the Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved website, 333empower.com. Check us out on all the streaming platforms as well. Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved podcast, YouTube. Just amazing. And thank you again for sticking with me and for being a part of the family and fan and whatever of this podcast. Thank you, because without your support, there would be no reason for me to do it. I love that I'm impacting lives as well as my own. Thank you very much, everyone. I will see you soon. Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved.